Hi, my name is Eddie, and this is a reading for Gemini from the 2nd until the 8th of January. So a good shuffle. Whilst I'm shuffling, please press the subscribe button. This will give me even more motivation to do more and more free readings for you. So a good shuffle. And just going to lay down your 10 cards on the table in front of me. Right, your cards are on the table. So let's have a look at the first card, which is in the here and now, the present situation, what's going on around you at this time. The card I get is the Ace of Cups. Okay, that's looking very positive around matters of the heart. Okay, you can talk about things moving to a new stage here, or it could be the start of something fresh here. It's extremely positive. It's very much about love, or more security around love situation is on the way. The card crossing is the Three of Wands here. Okay, maybe here you've kind of been a bit apprehensive. Okay, there was a strong sense of kind of sort of holding back here. It could well be that you've been in your kind of sort of comfort zone. Okay, perhaps used to the kind of sort of status quo here. Okay, but it clearly shows you wanting love, or you wanting things to move to the next level around a love situation. It's very much, on the way. Maybe you felt like an animal, tethered to a rope, where you've been going over the same old ground, day after day, week after week, even month after month. It clearly shows things kind of sort of moving forward. Something's going to move, either something fresh or something to a new level here for you. In the past, coming to the present, I've got the Hanged Man in the reversed position. I feel that more recent. I actually see that as very, very positive card. Okay, things may have been stuck before then, as you go back many months, but clearly shows that someone has either made some kind of sacrifice, or someone has been more flexible. But I also feel with you, like in the sense that you're starting to look at a situation from a different perspective, and in fact, if you change the way you look at something, then what you look at also changes as well. And this is what is happening now. So let's look more forward for you. Wow, you're getting some really, really nice cards here. So I'm looking ahead to the next 7 days and beyond. Okay, so we've got the Ace of Cups here. Okay, and then we've got the Two of Cups. So it's very much about progression here. So it could well be going out on some kind of date here with somebody, or some kind of celebration if it's moving to the next level. I do sense a very, very deep connection here, and it's coming across as a bit like soulmates, Let's look at the next card, which is your gold card, which is the Emperor card, which is really what the whole reading's been about so far. The Emperor card is very much about security, stability. It's like you've had enough. It's like you've felt stuck for quite a while. Clearly shows you wanting more certainty, more stability, or even more commitment, which is clearly shown in the cards. It's on the way. Okay, so your goal, but you've been thinking about it a lot, and you're starting to manifest what you've been putting out. Perhaps you've been doing some intention setting, or you've been thinking a lot about this and about what you're wanting, and you're feeling that you already have it as well, and then it starts to match up on the outside, which is clearly evident in the cards here. Subconsciously, Ten of Swords here. It does look a bit frightening at first glance. It shows a body, it's got 10 swords piercing it, but it's very much about letting go of a situation. Okay, something has been holding you back, and there is a sense of a lot of thinking about this, and that's really what's been holding you back. But it shows some healing taking place here, some inner healing taking place. These swords just dropping out, if you like, or just coming out, which enables you to get up and then kind of sort of move forward. So the whole situation is moving forward here for you, and it very much comes about from you working on yourself here. The advice card is shown by the Knight of Wands in the reverse position. Yeah, I mean, it's very much about you finding middle ground within yourself. You know, it could well be that you've been in conflict, you know, your heart, you know, and your mind, you know, your heart feels one thing and your mind kind of sort of wanting something else. So the advice here really is to work together here, you know, the mind and the heart work together, because when they work together, then you can move forward. Okay, always get this car scenario, you know, foot on the accelerator, hand on the handbrake, car goes around in circles, but gently on the accelerator, gently off the handbrake, and then you kind of sort of move forward. And it's very much the same here with the heart and the mind working together, and then you just move forward. Let's look at the card which is on the outside, which is the Page of Wands in the reverse position. Could well have been some sad news recently, okay, you know, which has kind of made things kind of sort of difficult for you. You've been feeling quite kind of sort of stressed about what's going on, quite negative perhaps about some things here as well. It could also be around a person around you, someone who's very perhaps jealous of what you have. They don't like seeing you happy, okay. But again, I just feel kind of sort of lifting here and just moving forward, you know, from this situation and also this person as well. It's like they're not a threat, but they're not going to be a problem anymore. That's what I feel here. I just see them kind of sort of fading away and perhaps not being so much of your life, or you not reacting to them in the same way as what you're used to, okay? Because I do sense you kind of sort of growing in strength here as you move forward. Let's look at the next card, which is your hopes and your fears, which is shown by the Four of Swords here. I suppose your fear is that things are going to remain stuck or stagnated, but it's very necessary, this healing process which you've been going through. It shows it here like on a subconscious level, you know, with these swords, just working through each of these swords. And also just in the recent past with the Hanged Man in the reverse position, it's starting to show this release. Yeah, it's like cutting through these chains which have been holding you back. It's also a stained glass window as well, which gives me the spiritual plane. So it could well be you've been putting out a lot of intentions, a lot of prayers, you know, to the universe. Okay, these have been listened to and they are in the process of being answered. They can't give you what you want on a plate, but they can give you the ingredients, and you can use the ingredients to make something special, or you can burn it. You know, it's your choice and how you actually use what you're given. The final card is the Three of Swords here. A few things. There could well have been a love triangle situation here. I was feeling a lot of frustration like throughout the reading here and moving forward from something, yeah. And again, it's a reminder, you've got the swords here, you've got the heart here, okay. So there is this kind of this conflict, okay. But also I get actually this lifting with this card as well. So even though there's a lot of frustrations, it's a bit like you've got a seed and the wind helps the seed to scatter and the rain helps it to grow. It's very much that feeling here that, you know, this is actually needed. You know, these challenging elements are needed to help things to grow, and this beautiful plant will actually grow from this seed for you. There is a sense of a lifting here as well with this card, and don't forget the sun is always there behind the clouds. So in a sense, what the reading is saying is that, you know, sometimes things have to get worse before they get better. I do feel free at play here. It could well be around this person described by the Page of Wands reversed, but I just don't sense them being a threat for much longer. In fact, I do feel something here about either a present relationship moving to the next level or a new relationship here, which is clearly shown by the Ace of Cups here, and also the Two of Cups, which is progression here for me. The advice was the Knight of Wands in the reverse position, which is very much about the heart and the mind working together, which is also shown here as well. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, to like, to share, to comment, and there's also free readings on a link in the description. Thank you.